What is going on, guys? Today NBA 2K released their ratings for NBA 2K23. We're just going to take a look at all the players who they have ranked 93 and above. A little bit of a teaser. We're going to start right here at the bottom. Jimmy Butler is a 93, which I don't know if I 100% agree with, but I think what he does for the Miami Heat probably equates to him getting that 93 overall. He's just got to work on that three-point shooting, though. Next up, we have Jason Tatum, who is a 93 overall. He does some pretty good things. I mean, he's clearly the Celtics' best player. He had a rough finals, but I think he came out and he said he was dealing with injury, which he was or he wasn't, but either way, first NBA Finals for someone who's under 25. I think he's already got the 93 overall status. He had a tough NBA Finals, but for his first NBA Finals, I think I'm going to give him a pass on it, especially if he was injured. So let's move up. Next up, we have Ja Morant at a 93. Personally, I think Ja Morant should be a little bit higher. It's kind of the Jimmy Butler effect of why I think he should be higher. Just everything that he does for that team, the energy that he brings, the scoring. I mean, he does basically everything for that team. I think his defense is a little bit low, but he makes up for it in every other area. So I'm not saying he's bad at defense. I'm just saying it's probably his weakest part of his game. Yeah, let's move on. So we got Kawhi Leonard here at a 94. This one's tough. Having not seen Kawhi play in over a year, I mean, obviously he has the cachet of being Kawhi Leonard, so I don't know if they just gave him 94 out of what his last rating in 2K was. It'll be interesting to see how he comes back. I mean, I think when he's on the floor, he is one of the top 10 players in the league. It's just how often can he stay on the floor. Next up, we have Luka Doncic at a 95, which I think is a good rating for him. Maybe go a little bit higher, but I think his defensive output is what maybe takes him down those couple points, because it has nothing to do with offense. Clearly, he's one of the best offensive players in the game today, whether it's shooting, passing, creating for teammates. I mean, whatever it is, he does it at a very, very high level. So 95, I think, for Luka Doncic is pretty good. Next up, we have Joel Embiid, who sits at a 96. This is going to be a controversial take. I'm not really a big Joel Embiid fan, especially now that him and James Harden are on the same team. I think that they have a very similar play style. They get most of their points from the free throw line. Not saying that Joel Embiid isn't a bucket, but I think watching a game they played against the Pistons last year, in the first half, I think Joel Embiid had 12 free throws. And I mean, he's a good enough shooter. He's making at least 70% of those, at least. So he's getting most of his points from the free throw line. You know, he is still very good, so I don't have to like him for him to be good. Next up, we have Nikola Jokic, who sits at a 96, coming off the back-to-back MVP year. Again, just one of those guys who does everything for his team, especially last year with Jamal Murray being out. Jokic pretty much had to do everything by himself. It'll be interesting to see this year how he plays, alongside Jamal Murray, who's going to be coming back. Yeah, the Nuggets are going to be an interesting team to watch this year. I think that Jamal Murray is going to take them, I don't know, maybe Western Conference semifinals. That's where I could see the Nuggets getting this year with Jokic, with Jamal Murray. That's if those two stay healthy for this year. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind Nikola Jokic at a 96. Next up, we have Kevin Durant at a 96, who already is on Twitter just badgering Roddy 2K about not being a 99. Well, I think KD is probably a little low at a 96. He could probably be a 97, 98. I mean, he's the greatest scorer of all time. He does play defense. I don't know what he's lacking to not get him up those couple points, but I'm definitely not mad with him being a 96. Next is Steph Curry to 96. He's Steph Curry. He's one of the greatest basketball players, in my opinion, to ever play the game. I think he has had a bigger impact than LeBron has had, or even Jordan had on the NBA. If you just look at how the NBA game is played now, compared to when they came into the league, LeBron James was more just a freak athlete who could just get wherever he wanted because he was so big and strong. Jordan was more about the little details getting in your head, where Steph came in at 6'2", 6'3", and changed the game. Like, if you go watch young kids play basketball now, they want to just shoot threes from half court. Not saying it's his fault that these kids want to do this, but he did change the way that basketball is played. Next up is the ageless wonder, LeBron James, here sitting at a 96. I don't have anything good or bad to say about LeBron. I think he gets a really bad rap for some reason. I don't know. I think in my generation, he probably is the greatest basketball player I have personally ever watched, and I don't think there's much argument for that. But a 96, I'm fine with it. It'll be interesting to see what his three-point rating is this year. I think last year he shot the most threes in his career. I mean, obviously he's getting a little bit older. He can't, get past people, drive past people like he wants to, like he used to be able to. So he's got to extend his game out a little bit. And last but not least, if you couldn't have already guessed, the top overall player in NBA 2K23 is Giannis Antetokounmpo, sitting at a 97. So nobody above a 97 this year. I don't know if that happened last year. I do know that they brought the Jordan challenges back, which is going to be really cool. Really enjoyed those in 2K11, so really going to be looking forward to getting back to those. Just really everything NBA 2K related is just kind of exciting right now. We have, I think, 2.5 days until it actually drops, so just really looking forward to 2K. Here's their top rated players. Now I'm wondering if they didn't show anybody under 93 or if there just isn't anyone between 90 and 92. Like, you would think that there'd have to be somebody who's in there who's a 90, 91, 92, but who knows? There's your NBA 2K23 early rankings. If you made it this far, definitely thanks for watching. If you could like the video, that'd be awesome. If you want to subscribe. If not, don't. I can't control you either way. So just thanks for watching the video.